The Club Q shooter who killed 5 people and injured dozens of others is expected to plead guilty to federal hate crime and gun charges.
The U.S. Attorney's Office says the 23-year-old will most likely take a plea deal that would actually have an impact on a possible death sentence. News 5's Maggie Bryan in studio with the details of the agreement and how one survivor of the shooting is reacting to all this. Maggie?
Rob and Diane, the proposed plea agreement means the shooter would escape the death penalty and be sentenced without having to stand trial, which the Justice Department believes will also benefit families of the victims and survivors. And one survivor of the Club Q shooting tells me he agrees with the plea deal because he wants all of this to just be over with.
He doesn't deserve any recognition, not even his name.
Ed Sanders does not say his name out loud. He says it's too traumatic to think of what he did to his family.
He showed indifference to us.
His friends.
By his actions, he just sprayed the crowd. He didn't care.
It's been 7 months since the Club Q shooter was sentenced to life in prison on state murder and attempted murder charges. Now he's facing 74 counts of federal hate crimes and gun crimes. Sanders says seeing him back in court opens up his wounds all over again.
Originally, I wanted the death penalty for him. But then after talking with the survivors, that process would be years and years, and we don't want to go through that.
A proposed plea deal on the table means the court process could be over fairly quick. The deal put together by Department of Justice attorneys outlines a plan for the shooter to plead guilty to all of the charges. The deal says he would be sentenced to 190 years in prison on top of multiple life sentences on the state charges instead of the death penalty. The documents say part of the decision to offer the deal is to minimize danger to staff who would be transporting him to Denver from the Wyoming State Penitentiary, where he has been transferred for safety reasons. Also, that a trial would burden the victims who would have to travel for the hearings.
In every plea agreement, the victim has a say.
Colorado Springs attorney Daniel Kay says in the plea deal, the shooter is to enter a guilty plea and receive his sentence on the same day.
And that's for the victims in the case. There's not an endless procedure out there that things are going on. There's multiple court dates.
To minimize harm to people like Sanders, who is ready to give the shooter his final thoughts in court.
I want my presence known that he did this to me, and we haven't forgotten.
The U.S. Attorney's Office says a date for the shooter to enter a guilty plea has not yet been set, but we will follow up on this for you.